Okay, just another quick video, just so I can get my nerves to calm down. Only reason why is because I'm going through so much unnecessary bullshit, all because of my family. And once again, I'm struggling with money, and they're just sitting there, They're the ones who fucked my job up in the first place, so. I'm trying not to, vent so much about my family. I really just want to forget they even exist. But, when these situations, come up, I can't help but fucking start focusing on all the damage that these people have caused. And, to understand the rage and the psychosis that these people have been harboring all these years, and to see the visual manifestation of their hate and their anger, because this is what I'm dealing with, okay? People like David Argote, whatever his name is, people like, what's her name, Linda Fisher, or whatever her name is, I forgot her name, Julie Fisher, and all these people, all these women, all these dumb men who got involved in it as well, who decided to target me. It's just a reflection of my fucking retarded family, which I will now refer to as pig people, because they're so, just disgustingly selfish and greedy. They can't control their own life, so they feel like they need to control mine. It just really annoys me. But, so I was thinking today, because I'm dealing with community harassment, when you're dealing with community harassment, I never know if people are being good or they're just trying to be, deceitful pieces of shit, right? So I told you I got in a car accident in one of my videos. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Anyway, all the days seem the same to me. So I think it was yesterday. No, it was 2 days ago. Anyway, so I made a video talking about how I got in this, accident. So I did call the insurance companies, and, it just irritates me so much because, I got hit from behind in the car, okay? And it was 100% hurtful. Not to be, I'm not the kind of person who likes to throw people under the bus or treat people harshly or anything. But, I'm stressed out because I'm not sure if I can trust people in my community to be honest with me, or they just still want to enact some sort of rage against me. And I hate to feel that way, but once you deal with, all the bullshit and these deceitful people and just what I call psychotic people, and crazy, narcissistic, and evil, murderous people, you can't trust anybody anymore. And I hate to be that way, but, I've just dealt with too much, So you never know exactly what you're dealing with. And so like I told you, when you go through this, every social interaction becomes a form of trauma. Because, you're always constantly worried, are you going to trust people, or they're just slimy pieces of shit. Now, of course, all my interactions have been, pleasant when I talk to these, adjusters over the phone. So I know that I never did anything wrong, but just the fact that I exist and all of the stuff that happened, it's very hard for me to trust people now. If I'm dealing with somebody who's being rude or whatever, I keep thinking this has something to do with my targeting. And I'm very concerned because I don't want to get screwed in this situation, okay? I don't have the money to pay for, car repairs and all this other stuff, and it's just really starting to annoy me, So I'm trying to very, very hard every day. I'm trying really hard to lift up my mood, but it's very difficult, okay? Dealing with family betrayals and just this situation in general is very frustrating for me, and every day that goes by, I'm getting older and older and older and older, and these people have just literally ruined my life, and that's hard to deal with, okay? Some people would say, just get over it, or you're going to be okay. Don't try not to speak for other people or think for other people. You have nobody has any idea what this is like, what you feel like, and what you're going through, and not only are you emotionally shattered, you're also financially shattered, and, like I said, this is a program that destroys every aspect of your life, okay, your reputation, your financial life, any plans or hopes of ever meeting people and being friends or anything like that. You can't have a life anymore. Okay, so this truly is a form of genocide in many ways. And when you find out that this has been going on for this long and you start putting two and two together, it is extremely disturbing. It is disturbing. And, have to. I'm trying because I'm developing like OCD behavior over this issue. Because every time I meet somebody, I'm suspicious of them. I don't trust them. I find myself doing things repeatedly, because I feel like it has created so much damage, and, I just, it's going to be a long time before I get over it, okay? And the biggest mistake that my fucked up family did was put me in this job, okay? This is like the ultimate, this is the last straw, okay? Because these people knew exactly what they were doing, and they were wrong, okay? So I don't want people in the community to think that I'm wrong for feeling the way that I do about my family. I have every right to cut these people off. They are destructive. I don't care what they thought of me. I don't care if they thought that I was an axe murderer, okay? It's a family fucking issue, okay? I mean, whatever they suspected or whatever they thought of me, they could have had the decency to talk to me behind closed doors instead of making it an issue and destroying my life, okay? So for all the years that I started my working, even like I said, going back to my teenage years, now, there was nothing I could have done to these people. These people are just looking for an excuse to blast off. Now, I don't want to talk trash. I would like to move on from the issue of my family, but I would like to say that this is definitely a scapegoating issue because I'm not the only sibling in my family who got pregnant before they were married, okay? So for my sister Lisa to pipe in and, create more damage, I wonder what her issue is. And it has nothing to do with me having a kid. It has nothing to do with any of that. It is. Family scapegoating is a very sick mental illness. And so from the moment that I was born, they fucking decided that, I was the last kid. I wasn't the one that was, nobody prepared for me. I was the last one. Nobody wanted, So it comes down to the family. And these kids, these people are just fucking psychotic, and they've been wanting me dead for years. Now, I think about, my siblings' spouses and stuff. I don't know my husband's wife very well. I met her a few times. She seemed pleasant, but she was probably being phony. As far as Jim, my brother-in-law, I don't understand why he immediately took to being against me, but he's been against me for a very long time. And going back to junior high, I can remember him being an asshole towards me. And I just think that, when there's scapegoating in the family, the people whoever your siblings bring into their life, they are, somehow convinced to treat you like shit as well. So it becomes a part of just a regular occurrence, I don't think that I was any different than any other teenage kid as far as like the things that I did, those wrongdoing type things that most kids involve themselves in, whether that be, cutting class or just, being lazy or whatever. Teenagers are teenagers, so it was just a form of family scapegoating. And I just, when it goes around the world, okay, your family, my family's evil, okay, they just are. And as far as that is in itself is a very hard thing to deal with, okay? And then having to be shut out of employment and having all these rumors being spread. So now I understand that all the people who were looking down at me and judging me and treating me like shit in this community were really believing a lie, and they were either just using it as an excuse for their racism because, you know what, I'm a good person and I don't deserve that bullshit at all, So I don't know what to think anymore. I mean, I'm bored. I'm extremely bored. And I'm not sure if I'm ever going to trust people again. I don't think I will. I got a message yesterday, and this person was very sweet, trying to encourage me. Oh, you'll meet new friends, and they won't be like the people that you used to know. And I'm like, okay, I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. I look at people in a completely different way now. I mean, I'm not just I've always been leery of people, but now it's just I don't know if people have any redeeming qualities at all. And that's a really bad way to feel, but you can't expect me to feel any other way, you just can't. It surprises me so much how people treat women who are raising kids, okay? Like I said yesterday, in that video about, these so-called fundamentalist freaks are constantly bashing people or, protesting and, against abortion, but yet when somebody tries to be responsible and raise their child, they still fucking hate them, And, I know a lot of fundamentalist Christians who've been married more than once, okay? If you're married more than once, then you're committing adultery, okay? I mean, that's what the Bible says, okay? But look how many of these fucking hypocrites do that, So to me, religion is, I don't need it, okay? I don't need it, don't want it. And I've never met one Christian person, I don't want to bash Christianity, but I'm going to say I have never met one person who's claimed to be Christian that has ever been worth a shit. Because everybody I've ever known who's been brainwashed like that has been nothing but just crazy lunatics, brainwashed and just absolutely foolish. I mean, so anyway, I have to make these videos. I have to, okay? Because I have so much inside of me that is just so upset and so I hate using the word trauma over and over again, trauma, but I can't find any other word for it. I mean, I can't believe that these people have shut me out of employment based on assumption only. That to me is like, I think it was more because I was an African American in this town, and I think that's what made people want to believe those sort of things. But since I've been here, I have met people who felt quite comfortable to tell me about their families and how dysfunctional they were, and all these women who talk about going out, and they go out every night, and they have every intention of fucking somebody, okay? And they have no reservations about talking about it. I've heard them tell me that their sons have been in jail, their sons have gotten busted for selling drugs, blah, 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 blah. And, here I am, just a person who had a child out of wedlock. And, to me, the shit that I've done doesn't even compare to some of the scum that I've met. And yet, somehow, I'm the scum of the earth, and these people feel like they have the right to boot me out of employment, all because my fanatical, religious, weirdo family says so. Damn, that is a great example of mind control. And mind control really does fuel this with the gossip. And a lot of people, they don't believe in mind control. They think it's bullshit, But, like, for example, you go into a certain restaurant. Restaurants have certain color themes for reasons, okay? Because these colors send off subliminal messages into your mind, okay? So, like, you notice a lot of fast food places have, like, red and yellow, orange colors because they want you in, they want you out. Because it's a fast food place, okay? That's how they keep the pace going. So you go to some of the fine dining places, they might have more of their motif might be more like blue colors, light greens, dark greens or whatever, something that's more family-oriented, and you're going to be more relaxed there. You're going to stay there longer, okay? Everything has a reason, okay? So these things play on people's mind. Just like, when you watch certain things on television, you might start craving something. It's a form of mind control. And oftentimes when we think of family members or somebody that we perceive to have some sort of authority, people tend to, never question or never doubt what they hear. And we're dealing with, every day is we're dealing with mind control. Whether you see a billboard sign on the freeway, and then you decide to stop and eat at that place or whatever, it's not major, okay? And it's actually a positive form of mind control, and sometimes, okay? But anytime somebody convinces you or makes you change your mind or decide upon something, it is a form of mind control. It's a form of persuasion, okay? And some mind control forms of persuasion could lead to trouble. And that's why people have to question authority. And I'm not saying be an obnoxious slob where you're just like questioning authority to just be, defiant and a little brat and just like, just pointless rage or just pointless issues that you take up, because I don't like those kind of people either. But sometimes, when you're talking about religion, people who don't understand what the basis of the religion is supposed to be, the doctrines and this sort of stuff, and then you got people who, in the workplace, who should know better, okay? Laura Hill should have known better. Tammy Borda should have known better. Kim Patterson should have known better. All these people should have known better, especially Kim Patterson, okay? Because this is Act 1, okay? This is a company that is supposed to not discriminate, okay? Not discriminate. To look at only your fucking skills. That's the only thing. Not my marriage, not my race, not my religion, all of these things, okay? These are the things that this company is saying, hey, you know what? We don't do that. We don't do that. we're an equal opportunity employer, meaning that it doesn't matter if you're black, white, red, green, you know, you are a Jew, a Christian, whatever, Hindu, whatever, okay? What they're looking at are your skills, and that's what you're supposed to be judged on, nothing else, okay? Act One is a company that's owned by a black woman, okay? She founded the company. Now, I wasn't expecting to get any breaks, okay? I've always looked at that particular agency like any other agency, like any other. Okay, it didn't think there were any difference in this particular. There was just one place that I would register at, so they could help me on my job search. Okay, I was denied. Okay, I had one of the higher ups from that company contact me directly and tell me that do not contact them anymore. Okay, I had Rand call me and tell me that they were going to call the police on me just because I needed a job. All because they wanted to follow some sort of thing that related to religious beliefs, which they should have known better. And that's where I feel like I have been raped, okay? I feel like somebody raped me and threw me out of a car and just drove off. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like my family is just a bunch of psychotic weirdos that really need to be in fucking jail, and I fucking hate their fucking goddamn guts. And then you got these people who comply with this shit. Now, I'm thinking, okay, what if I was a woman who was away from my husband because he beat me? Do you know that this man could have called these companies up and got all the information that he wanted? Because this is why they need to stop doing this shit. They just cannot sit here and let stalkers dictate a person, okay? It doesn't matter what a person thinks of me, you know? They shouldn't act on assumption. And that's really wrong. And I'm tired of how, like, everybody treats women so badly, you know? Nobody ever penalized. Trust me, my son's father, he doesn't have to pay a price. He's going out in town, he's going to parties, you know, he's like married and everything. He's fully respected. Okay? I'm the one who's sitting here paying and taking care of everything, and I'm sitting here getting shit on, you know? And a lot of other women are getting shit on, okay? It's time to fucking wake the hell up, people. Stop being so goddamn selfish. But anyway, really had to release that. Okay, wrapping up this video. Bye-bye.